Well, good morning, Everett, Marysville, Snohomish County, Edmonds, Linwood, Mount Lake Terrace, Bainbridge Island, Whidbey Island, and points in between. This is a new listening experience for all of us. I'm Dave Gardner. This is KSER FM 90.7 on your FM dial. This is our very first 5 minutes of broadcast operation. We're very pleased, very proud to be here. We plan to be part of your community for many years to come, providing you with all kinds of fine alternative listening experiences in music, public affairs, children's programming, and all kinds of special programming. Put a fair amount of thought into what would be a good piece to kick off the day with, and I came up with Kenny Burrell's Get Happy, because that's what we want all of you to do, to get happy. I gave some thought to some other pieces, and decided ultimately to put it all together into a little listening set here of good, upbeat, positive, get off to a good start, celebration kind of music. Coming up next, Ray Charles with Let the Good Times Roll.
Yeah, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good time roll. I say let the good time roll. I don't care if you're young or old. You ought to get together and let the good time roll out.
Welcome back. A short set of music that I had selected as kind of an opening celebration set here on KSER FM. We hope you're out there listening, and we hope that you'll take the time to call some friends as they wake up, assuming that you're awake. Then you take the time to call some friends and let them know about KSER. We live at 90.7 on the FM dial, and we hope you'll remember that. You've not been there before because there's been nothing there before, and now we hope to become a regular part of your listening experience. Ray Charles, Let the Good Times Roll, started that off. And Jimmy Lunciford with one of a selection I've always liked. Rhythm Is Our Business, in which he goes through all the members of the band, Eddie Tempkins, Cy Oliver, Tommy Stevenson, and Willie Smith, Joe Thomas, a number of other good people in there. And we finished up that little mini set with Mose Allison and a very short selection called Saturday. KSER FM. Get used to it. We're going to be part of your life for a long time to come. I'm Dave Gardner. I'll be here every Saturday from 6 to 9 getting things started. My program is called Tuning the Sky, a mixture of jazz, blues, and other kinds of things. Who knows what'll show up. Right now, we're going to listen to Tiny Grimes, Tiny's Boogie Woogie. From Lester Young and the Kansas City Six. From the year 1938, the Kansas City Six, of course, Lester Young, Buck Clayton, Eddie Durham, Freddie Green, Walter Page, and Jojo Jones. Try that again. Joe Jones on drums. You're listening to Tuning the Sky, what will be a regular Saturday morning feature here at KSER FM. I'm Dave Gardner. A little bit later, we'll put Nancy on the air and talk a little bit about what has been a 7-year struggle, overcoming some major obstacles to get to where we are right now. Starting us off in this next set, Mark Murphy from 1969 with a blues called Wee Baby. Then after that, we're going to hear a father-son combination. First, the father, Albert Ammons, from 1944. The second cut will be from 1950, 6 years later, and we'll listen to his son, Gene Ammons.
I was on my way to school. It was early one Monday morning. I was on my way to school. Radio, remember radio. We sit and close our eyes and use our imagination. Comedy, mystery, a fireside chat. Together we sat, listening nightly to our favorite shows.
Welcome to Community Radio 90.7 FM. KSER is unlike any other radio station you've ever heard. It is deliberately and deliciously different, by design. Listening to KSER has the richness of an audio feast. It brings you a variety of sounds from around the corner and around the world.
This is News Desk in the World Service of the BBC with Paul Jenkinson and Nicola Davis. The headlines.
Weekday mornings begin at 5 with news from around the world from the BBC. You'll also hear information about your health and how to enhance it, profiles of interesting people, a little music to wake you up, the weather to plan your day, and always something to make getting up worth the effort. At 7, the focus shifts from the world to the backyard. You may hear an interview with the mayor of Oak Harbor or a citizen in Snohomish who is fighting mad about something. At the heart of each day's show are the community correspondents. Each day, the editor or a reporter from a different local newspaper talks live with the host about what's new in their town. It may be Edmonds or Marysville, Port Townsend, Lake Stevens, or Mukilteo, but it's all part of the electronic neighborhood.
Good morning. This is Dan Woodside, editor and publisher of the
This
Edmonds
is Sue Frouse,
paper.
and I'm a feature writer and columnist for the South Whidbey Record here on Whidbey Island. And, boy, things are kind of like...
At 8 o'clock, the Sunlit Room presents a day-long blend of music, featuring a bit of the old, a little of the new, some unfamiliar, and just a taste of the adventurous. From classics to folk, jazz to blues, and world music as well, the Sunlit Room takes listeners on a musical journey to places foreign and familiar.
Jamie's daddy says that he can't sing, can't carry a tune in a bucket, in a box or anything. Oh, but late at night you'll hear a sound so sweet, a sound so dear. It's Jamie's daddy singing low for only her to hear.
At 5 every afternoon, the BBC is back with a half-hour of news that begins our look at the human condition. From 5 to 8, we present issues and information programs about the world in which you live. On Monday night, we have a live local call-in show on everything from education reform to starting your own business. Whether it's the latest news from the Middle East or the most recent controversy in Granite Falls, these thought-provoking programs give the community access to the media and an introduction to ideas unique to radio.
Tune in Tuesday, May 12th at 8 p.m. when Dean Isaacson, Snohomish County Republican Chair, Mary Helen Roberts, Democratic Chair, and Dave McCourt, Political Science Teacher, will discuss the question, what is the difference between a Republican and a Democrat?
Good evening. Welcome to Making the Grade, Education in Snohomish County. Listen up. This is a show produced for the community by high school students in Snohomish County. It deals with current issues affecting young people. Drug abuse among teens will be the focus of tonight's program.
It is my great pleasure to introduce to you The distinguished American Lamar Alexander.
Our speaker is Bella Abzug.
On this program, Spalding Gray reads from his
At
first
8
novel.
o'clock, it's back to music, and what music it is. Each night, a different program hosted by someone who knows and loves the music. Monday night's offering of early jazz recording is an audio treat and is hosted by a man whose knowledge of the music is based on having lived it, not just read about it. Tuesday night is Celtic Harvest, a program that forever destroys the stereotype of Irish music. Wednesday night is hosted by a man who lived, worked, and collected music in Africa. African Airwaves brings to radio the rich sounds and full variety of Africa's many musical forms and styles. Thursday night is a blues program like no other on radio. Victims of Cool is as good as its host, voted the 1992 Acoustic Blues Guitar Player of the Year by the Washington State Blues Association. Then Friday night, it's back to our roots with Pastures of Plenty, continuing the honorable tradition of the balladeer.
In the summer of 1934, Papa made my first musical instrument, a little 5-string fretless banjo, and he played me a tune on it.
Then, on Saturday night, we roll back the rug and kick up our heels with Bluegrass Bonanza, a marathon of music made in America. But wait! A weekend on KSER is not just music. Sunday offers a variety of thoughtful programs, including The Enchanted Forest, radio for children, the finest news show on radio, Sunday morning from the CBC, and real radio drama, both old and new. Community radio is serious and fun.